Fletcher Smith, Brendan Huff, row number 2. So come on, Carina, make some noise. 30 laps for the drivers and their toys. 20 of the best. Who will shine? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Carina Classic time. Ben Stead will lead me on the back straight away for the first time. Ryan Keller, the car, in second. And it'll be Brandon Huff running in third spot. The Bundy 95 as Thompson gets good ball. Fletcher Smith off the pace into turn 4. He loses a bunch of positions. Ken Carroll up to 4th early. Thompson to 1/5. Oh, Fletcher struggling severely. Oh, big contact. Carroll, Thompson make your top 5. We're ready to go racing again. Keller on the back, a Stead green flag, and we're away. They cross the stripe. Carroll will be challenging Brendan Huff for that 3rd position, the Rockhampton driver. But right now it's Southman at 10 from Kingaroy, leading the Gympie 33. Bundaberg 95 running in 3rd, the Rockhampton 37 with the Caboolture 99. Peter Thompson, who goes to the outside of Carroll into turn 1 and made it stick up to 4th spot with a fantastic move. And Fletcher Smith off the pace. Ah, what disappointment for the 94. And we got Shields around in turn number 1. Rockhampton 18 rotates. It just gets going as the field approaches. Duncan Masters, Smith, Cooney, Wenham, Huff, Shields. Green flag once again. Very tidy line from the top 3 cars, all on the bottom of the racetrack right now. One to watch be Peter Thompson, the 99. He used that high line to get past Carroll for 4th. He's going to try it again on Brandon Huff. So they come to turns 3 and 4. Oh, Thompson tags the wall out of down the front straight away. Sparks flying, but he continues on his way. Cars stretch out across the track already. Bo Peters up top of Walden. That's the distance of the top 10. The Bundaberg 47 now advances his spot. In the front straight they go and put another lap in the books. Still Stead from Keller, from Huff and Thompson. And all these drivers know about that competition yellow as well, so we're going to bide that time. Make sure they can survive the first 15 as Keller gets across up into turn 3. Oh, he blocks Huff's momentum. Huff out to check up now, gets absolutely freight trained. Thompson and Carroll trying to split him. Thompson gets past now. Carroll battles it out around the outside. And Huff goes from 3rd to 5th just like that. Ben Stead running a very cautious race right now, keeping the car at the bottom of the racetrack. Not losing too much momentum, keeping the car pointed straight. And just making it work for him as he continues to hold on to the race lead. Good battle pack, starting to form from 6th onwards. Stoward now. Under attack from Ricky Gill. Ricky Gill goes to the outside to Charlton 59. Oh, Peters rides a wheel and Stoward goes round, as does Cooney. Walden makes front end contact to the left rear of Zach Cooney. Dan Cooney, Mike Wenham, Terry Huff. Oh no, Dan Cooney retires the 18 on the infield as we go green. Keller right to the back bumper instead as they head into turn 1. Peter Thompson's the one who's been on the move so far. The 99 machine worked his way up into the 3rd place right now. By doing exactly this, working to the outside of the car and making the move stick around the boards. On the back of the 33, looks once more into turn 2. Look at the driver now. Ken Carroll goes to the inside. Chris Walden turns it around in turn number 2. You're going to try and get the car restarted before the field approaches, and does so. Our Terry Hoff retires the 93. Or does he? He just got caught up in an incident between him and Miles Rowe. Both cars continue, but they're now a lap down. And Shields, for a second time in this feature race, turns it around. This on the middle of the straightaway. And the Rockhampton 18, we're pointing the whole field ahead of him. And gets the 18 car fight back up. Literally stands. 6 laps to go till we have our competition yellow and we turn them around. So green flag goes. We're racing once again. What does Thompson have? Will he be a little bit more conservative this time as Ken Carroll got away past? They won't be able to complete a lap in those positions as Carroll now makes contact into the wall out of turn 2. Huff had a sniff up the inside in 3. Could make it work and Carroll goes round. Rockhampton 37 loops it into turn number 4. And he will go from 4th place all the way to the tail. And another yellow on the racetrack for the street stocks. Catch up the gap. Ben Stead's ready to go. Southbound at 10 puts the right foot down and away he goes. Keller right on the back bumper. Into turn 1 once more. Chasing down the southbound at 10, the Gibby 33. Oh, it's now Zach Cooney. Brings the Bundy 33. Onto the infielders, Peter Thompson and Ryan Keller. Make contact on the front straight away. Thompson being squeezed up against the fence. And the Bundy 33 just stopping in an unsafe position. Gets pushed away, the lights go out, we're going green again. Green flag, we're racing. So Sean Butcher in the tower giving the drivers a hurry up. There's Keller, all out of shape, out of turns. Now Peter Thompson runs it in door to door. Tomo will sneak up in the second spot, he shuts the door in the 33. Badolo makes heavy contact with the 11 car of Walden. And now look out, Thompson is getting swamped. Brendan Huff up into P3 again, he's right on the bumper of Keller. Action of plenty right now for the Street Dogs as Thompson goes back to the inside of Brendan Huff into turn 3. Gonna rub panels with the 95. Ah, Fletcher Smith against the fence. Smith makes heavy contact with the wall coming out of turn number 4. And somehow continues on. It's all happening right now at Carina. Meanwhile, Ben Stett still has the lead he needs. Hold on from Brian Keller, Brendan Huff, Peter Thompson and John Stoward, your top 5. Bo Peters up to 6th spot. Ricky Gill, Fletcher Smith still continuing. The Bundaberg 94 car after heavy contact in turn number 4. He likes that high line. Peter Thompson does as well as he looks to the top of Huff. He shuts the door on the 95 and causes the rear end to snap out of Huffy's VE, and now he loses another spot. Stoward now slips up to 4th place. A checkered flag waving, which will be the stage 1 conclusion of this race. The yellow lights will come on, we'll grid them all back up, and we'll turn them around the other way. 15 laps to go, we're running the reverse direction. Ben Stead, Ryan Keller, Peter Thompson, Stoward and Huff the top 5 as we take the green flag. Oh, Up the inside was Keller, but now here comes Thompson to his outside. Peter Thompson with a run around the top. Tomo forced himself into second position now. And he's not done there. He looks to the outside of Stead. Stead's got smoke pouring out from underneath the South Bend 10 as Peter Thompson takes the race lead. In one lap, Tomo goes from third to first. Ben Stead argues the point in the back straight away. They make a contact up against the fence with Peter Thompson. And he pulls into the race lead, but he got smoke to the right-hand side now. And here comes Keller, Ryan Keller to the inside. He gets up inside of Stead, who makes contact, and Ben Stead is out of the race. Oh, boy. With left front damage, Ben Stead pulls it up onto the infield as the yellows come on. And I dare say that Ben will want to have a conversation with our steward, Kerry. Peter Thompson, your race leader. Pulled into the infield to get the damage assessed. And some serious tow happening on the right front corner of the 99 car. Back to the green. So Keller, Thompson, Stead, Huff and Peters, and we are green. Ryan Keller jumps away to a pretty decent lead into turn number one. Ben Stead, very fishy through 1 and 2. Now he makes contact with the fence. He's still in the third, but now he looks up to the inside of Thompson. He makes contact to the rear bumper of Thompson. Oh, Thompson had to check up. He had to catch the spin as Stead got into the rear of him. The South Bend 10 made contact with the 99 entering turn number 3. Thompson got that all crossed up, tried to correct, and whilst doing it, Stead was trying to avoid the spinning car, goes to the high side and drills the side of Thompson's door. And the 99 brings it onto the infield. The window net is down. Ben Stead returns in second place behind Keller and in front of Huff, who's it back into third. Green flags waving and we're racing once more. The Carina Classic, the race that just won't finish. As Ben Stead with smoke pouring out beneath the car, looks to the outside of Keller out of turn 2. He goes high once again into turn 3 and 4. Trying to get a run down the straight, and he does this time. They're door to door in the front straightaway. Contact between the leaders. Once again, Ben Stead looks upstairs. He's got the outside of Keller. Kingaroy versus Gimpy now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Keller gets it very sideways, and now he has to catch it and loses the race lead. Ben Stead's back out front. The South Bend 10 leads. It's Keller in second, Brendan Huff third, Bo Peters fourth, Ken Carroll fifth. Then Stoward, Gill, Smith, Jacob Masters, Wenham, and Terry Huff. They make the way past Miles Road, the lap traffic, and Huff is beginning to catch the 33 car. Ryan Keller, very loose race car now. Struggling to put the power down. You just see again, gets a lot of wheel angle on the front end. Had to turn hard to try and keep the car from rotating around and holding on to that. Put another lap in the books at the South Bend 10, but he's got the Gimpy 33 hot on his heels now. Starting to close in the gap. Ben Stead leading this one, trying to use that high line to maintain the momentum in the straightaway. But here comes the 33. Ryan Keller's on a move. last time Keller crosses up, coming out of turn number 4. The gap remains the same, 0.64 of a second now between first and second place. Benstead, the fastest car on the track so far, for 21.426. We still have 6 laps to go in this race to determine the 2022 Carina Classic Street Stock Champion. Benstead's under bit of lead as Dakin Masters turns it around out of turn number 4. Here. Green flag waves. Let's see how we go. Keller with a good jump that time. He's to the bumper. Instead into turn number 1. He's right about there. Then Stig gets a great exit out the exit of turn 1 into 2. Pulls car lengths on the 33 machine. Into turn 3 and 4. Keller getting it very crossed up and pitching it down the straightaway. Gets a much better exit at turn 4 than he does at turn 2. That'll be his place now. As Keller looks to the inside instead, gets it crossed up. As the South Burnett 10 does the same and loses all his momentum. Drops back into the clutches of Brandon Huff. Huff, he can't capitalise on, he still sits in 3rd space. Keller get the car very sideways in the mid-corner. As here comes Petersen, Carroll battling it out for 4th and 5th. Ken Carroll around the outside, the Rockhander 37. The Bundy 47 and Peters is going to argue the point. He holds on the 4th spot now. 7/10 separating your race leaders in this. Benstead still has the advantage in the South Burnett 10. The King of Roy car's been pretty flawless all night. Ryan Keller on the attack. The Gimpy 33 doing absolutely everything at your race leader now. Duncan Masters makes the tour through the infield once again. Brings it on the racetrack right in front of your leaders. Stead and Keller have to run high into turn 3 and 4. But the white flags can show one more lap for the Carina Classic. Down the back straight for the final time with a huge margin. The South Burnett 10 coming through turns 3 and 4 for its final time. Benstead will be your Street Stock Carina Classic champion. Ryan Keller home for second. Brendan Huff on the podium for the Carina Classic. Bo Peters and Ken Carroll will be the next two. Ricky Gill, John Stoward, Fletcher Smith, Terry Huff, Mike Wenham will be your top 10. Jessica Dakin Masters and Miles Rowe rounding out our finishers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see you on your feet and giving a massive round of applause to your 2022 Street Stock Carina Classic champion, the South Burnett 10 of Benstead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude tonight's racing action. We will have our Carina Classic presentation down in the pits behind the control tower. We would like to invite all of you down. Come say hey, congratulate the drivers. Once again, our next race meeting out here at Autobarn Carina International Speedway, the April 30th, May 1st long weekend. Doubles as the Queensland title for the AMCA Nationals, as well as a dirt modified